Welcome to Synagogues of New York, Part 39. Our first stop takes us to a synagogue in Rochester, New York, that is renting space in another synagogue. This is Temple Beth Am, a conservative congregation. It's in the school wing of Temple Brith Kodesh. Brith Kodesh is a Reform temple, but more about that when we get to a more detailed look at the Jewish houses of worship in Rochester. The congregation has Shabbat services scheduled on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, but they are held at various locations depending on the week of the month. There is no full-time rabbi. One is hired for the high holidays and special occasions. Our next stop takes us to Herkimer, New York, with a little more than 7,000 residents, and it's home to Temple Beth Joseph, a conservative congregation. The congregation was formally established in 1937. The building shown here was erected in 1949. Ronald B. Kopelman is its rabbi. Shabbat services are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. This next location has us perplexed because it is advertised as both the site for congregation Anshe Chesed, an Orthodox congregation, and the yeshiva Mesiftas Torres Chaim of the South Shore. But there is no signage to indicate the synagogue. It is in Hewlett, which is in the 5 towns at the opening to Long Island from Queens. Simcha Lefkowitz is the senior rabbi of Anshe Chesed. He is also the Associate Dean and Chief Administrative Officer of the Yeshiva Torres Chaim, which now has more than 500 students. He is assisted by Rabbi Dr. Aaron Glatt and Rabbi Isaac Rice. As for the other organization sharing this facility, Yeshiva Torres Chaim was founded in 1927. The Yeshiva South Shore was established in 1956. In 1963, the two yeshivas merged together and moved into the Hewlett area. In fact, Rabbi Binyamin Kamenetsky was the founder of Yeshiva of South Shore, and we were proud to be counted among his many friends. We've moved over to Rockville Center, New York, and we're looking at Central Synagogue Beth Emet, which is the result of a merger of a couple synagogues. In November of 2016, Central Synagogue of Nassau County merged with Reconstructionist congregation Beth Emet. This was a natural consequence of Beth Emet moving into the Central Synagogue's building in July of 2012 and renting space there. Both spiritual leaders were retained after the merger. Mark A. Gruber had been the rabbi of Central Synagogue, and Elliot Skidell had been the rabbi of the Reconstructionist Beth Emet. There are both Friday evening and Saturday morning Shabbat services. We've shifted over to Hicksville, New York, which is on the north side of Long Island in Nassau County. It would not be considered a hotbed of Jewish culture, but at one time there had been an Orthodox shul there. Now there is a Jewish Heritage Center educational facility. The Orthodox synagogue would have been called Sharei Tzedek, but we have no information as to its current status. Shown here is the synagogue building. We close this tour with a look at what is called the Chabad of Eastern Queens, and it's in Oakland Gardens, New York. Yerachmiel Zalmanov is the director. Besides regular Shabbat services, there is a Sunday, Monday, and Thursday morning minyan. And so concludes this brief tour, but there are still many more synagogues in the state of New York to check out. So bye for now and see you soon.